All right, guys, welcome back to Living the Newcomb Life. As you can tell, we are back at my parents' kitchen. We've got a very special dish for you guys today. One of our favorites, one of Dawn's
My
favorites.
favorite.
She thoroughly enjoys this.
And Caitlin's favorite.
So today, Mom will be making her famous macaroni salad. So I'm going to introduce the guests of honor, Pat and Garland. Come on in, guys. All right. So, Mom, why don't you explain what we've got here and what you'll be showing us today?
Sure. We're going to be making macaroni salad, and this is one of my children's and grand's favorite recipe. Actually, I shouldn't say recipe because guess what? I just did it. It's all up here, and they've been asking me for a while to start putting it to paper. Put pen to paper, Mom. So that's what I've been trying to do. In the macaroni salad, very simple things. We've got macaroni, elbow. You need to get elbow macaroni, and it can be any type of elbow macaroni. It can be generic, you can use Muller's or whatever kind that you want. And we have cucumbers that are chopped up. We have Roma tomatoes chopped, which are these right here. Now the cucumbers, I like the little mini cucumbers. They're more flavorful. And of course, we don't have gardens up here. So we used to go out in the garden, just get everything and bring it in, and that's what you use. And a great sweet Vidalia onion is the bomb. Now when we get to the mayonnaise, I'm choosy. Everybody's got their favorites. I use Hellmann's. I love Hellmann's. And in my macaroni salad, the mayonnaise makes a difference because if you use a different kind of mayonnaise, the texture is going to be different, the consistency. So, and I like French's mustard. So we're going to use the French's mustard too. And of course, sugar. But anyway, let's get started over here. Walk with me. So what you want to do is you want to put a nice stock pot up here, which I have added a tablespoon of salt. And we're going to add the macaroni. Elbow macaroni, which is right here, and it's 4 cups, okay? Now, if you don't know how to cook macaroni, just look on the box, it'll tell you. Now, I boil mine a little bit longer than it says on the box, because I like a good tender macaroni, but you don't want to overcook it either. So, we're going to just put it in there like so. And you're going to take whatever spoon you want to use and stir it up. And what I normally do, I just give it a quick stir every now and then until it gets back to that rolling boil that you saw. And I'm going to cook it for about 12 to 15 minutes. Like I said, I've never written this recipe down. It's all been up here, and from what I can see is what I gauged. So I try to write it down so it'll help you understand. But as you make it, you'll understand what I mean. So let's just let this hang out and do its thing and boil. I also wanted to point out, I love Roma tomatoes, but sometimes they can have a core in it that is kind of hard. So if you take your knife and you go down like this, that is sometimes, and you'll be able to tell, because it'll be hard. You want to cut that out. You do not want that in your macaroni salad, because it is, if I cut it like that, you can see it's solid all the way through. You don't want that in your salad. It's looking good, looking nice. Now, you might not want to time it and go somewhere because it will stick on the bottom. So you don't want to do that. You want to just kind of, it's like watching a child. You know, they can get into too much trouble, and that's how this macaroni can if it starts sticking. And you're not going to be able to get it off. Trust me. All you're going to have is all these little niblets on the bottom. Not good. So anyway, it's looking good, hanging out, boiling like it should. It looks like I've been cooking this for, I set it for 15 minutes, but it's got 3 minutes left. So I cooked this for about 12 minutes. And how you can really tell is that you can just take a little piece off, as so. And then you take your, and just cut it in half. If I can get it stopped from moving. But anyway, you know what's the best thing as a timer is the taste buds. It's perfect. All right, honey, I need your mussels.
Alrighty,
So
here they are.
let me give you a couple of pot holders. You don't want, it's too hot. Okay. Now let me walk over here first. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Is that all out? That's good. Take the spoon over there, honey, and just rake the rest out. Okay? Okay. Now you're going to need to put some cold water on this right away. Don't just let it sit, because noodles are gummy, and they will stick together. And you want to make sure it's cool all the way through. Can I get the spoon back? Thank you. What I'm doing, I'm just cooling the macaroni. This is the fast way to do it. And like I said, don't use hot water, use cold water. Only takes just a few minutes. What I'm doing, I'm testing the bottom of it, and that lets me know whether or not the water is warm or cold. It's running cold now, so it's good to go. Now, we're going to, I'm going to stir this because, you know, I put all that water on it. You don't want your macaroni watery. So I'm just stir it up a little bit to make sure all the water is gone.
I'll shake it.
All right, honey. You want to shake it up a little bit? You can just set it over there and that and let it hang out.
Okay.
Okay, let them see it. Okay, see that? Okay, well, oh, not too fast. You want to do it gentle. Let me rake. Because if not, all of it's going to go over there in the sink. And go down the garbage disposal. That won't be good. Okay, you want to hold it like this. Okay, great. I'm gonna have to fix you that apple pie. I never did do it, did I?
I'm waiting.
I know. Maybe that could be another video. If you guys like apple pie, I can show you how to make one. It's, you know, cooking is not hard. Okay, put it over
Here.
there. Okay, All right. So we've got this nice macaroni. Now see how great it's all apart? It's not all gummy, sticky. But the thing is, you can't leave this for any long. So I'm gonna make my macaroni salad, I make a sauce. And apparently the sauce is the highlight. All right, so now I'm putting the Hellmann's mayonnaise in, and I want you to see the texture of that. See it? It's not runny, and that's why I like this mayonnaise. It's not real runny, because if it was real runny, the whole texture of the macaroni, the consistency would not be the same. So that's why I'm saying use Hellmann's. If you, after you make it and you decide, gee, I really like my Duke's mayonnaise, we'll go to Duke's mayonnaise. Then you can alter it and fix it the way that you like it. This is just my recipe, so if you want to tailor it and make it yours, please do. That's what I do all the time. All right, what I'm trying to see is, I can't see very good anymore, and these measurements on here are not for somebody that has to wear glasses. But anyway, we'll make it work. Okay. I know this looks like a lot of mayonnaise. In fact, it is. But that's what actually is going to make this delicious sauce. You need that because of the macaroni is going to absorb this, just like when you do the spaghetti. And some people like a lot of sauce, some people don't. I'm a sauce girl. So the sauce to me is the highlight. It's the bomb. So anyway, I think we've got almost our 3 cups, maybe a little bit more. Now remember, you can always add, but once it goes in, it is in. So we got that good. So honey, you wanna, well, let's leave it right here just in case it doesn't look right. Okay, did you shake that up?
I did.
Okay, we'll do it again. Okay, it's good.
Okay, should I take this off or?
No,
Okay, we want this
just
one.
open up the top.
There we go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
You want to hold it over here so I can squirt it in? Okay, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons, so that's 1. Okay. That's 2. So let's get it all out. I'm gonna need a little smaller spoon,
Okay.
just to get it out. A little one to rake it out. Yep, that's good. Can you tell I broke it? It happens, doesn't it? But hey, it's still good. It's one of my favorites. When you've got favorites, and I know y'all have favorites in your kitchen when you make something, use same thing. That's why I didn't measure anything. Okay. Now, I need the sugar too, honey. Just
Okay.
drop it over there in the water.
All ready? Because you're not going to use any more.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Sugar? Okay, just sit it right here. Okay. Let me show you a little trick that I learned. All right. See this old canister? This baby is old. So is this cup. All right. Can I get my measuring cup? Now, this is 3/4 of a cup. How many of you still have these? Tupperware. Phenomenal. Had them for years. I know I put sugar in everything, don't I? That's why I'm so sweet. Okay, see this little bad boy? See that side? I'm going to take it and it'll level it right off. Bingo. Glorious. All right. So what I'm going to do, I got the sugar. All right, helper, you want to come here and start stirring that for me, please? Okay. Keep going. All right. See, that's pretty. Before I wrote all this down, they would ask me, what does this sauce need to look like? Well, I said sunshine. So that's color. So we're going to add the sugar. All right, honey, you want to... You know, it's good to have a handle on something. Have you ever taken something you were stirring and it went, uh-oh? So keep a handle on it. Okay. So stir it up good. Yeah, probably got mayonnaise everywhere. So he's incorporating the sugar and everything in it. All right, let me see it. Look at that. See, that's what you're looking for. It's not real runny, but the consistency is really, really nice because you want to put it on that macaroni and it's actually going to absorb. Now I'm going to put my sauce in here first and then we'll start adding the other stuff. Wait a minute. Whoops, that's not. Whoops. All right, just leave it right there. Don't move, because it will drip.
Can I do that for you?
Okay, I'm just taking it and incorporating it in. Once I put it all in, honey, then I'll give it to you to stir. Yeah, just hold it. Okay. It looked like I added a lot of mayonnaise and a lot of stuff. And it looks like, oh my gosh, this is going to be way too much. But nope. You wait till I'm done. And you'll be able to notice what I'm talking about. Okay, you want to scoop the rest of it out, right?
Okay, I think that's going to do it.
Okay, can you stir it up?
I shall.
Okay. Make sure you get it all off the bottom. Yep. When I cooked the macaroni, I added a tablespoon of salt. So what I'm going to do, you can add probably a teaspoon of pepper, and I'm just going to eyeball it. What I normally do, I just put it all on top, and that tells me that's pretty good. And if anybody wants more, they can add it when they eat it. Okay, how are we doing, babe?
Very good.
Whoops. That looks good. Exactly the way I want it. All right. I use 4 mini cucumbers, so I'm gonna put it in here, honey, and you just start stirring it, folding it in. So that's cucumbers. 4 mini, like I said, I like the, oh, that's all right, don't worry about it. I like the mini ones, because when we used to go out in the garden, we would get the cucumbers that were very small, that hadn't gotten big.
Let me hold this over here real
Okay.
quick. There you go.
Now, the onion is, I used a medium to not extra large, but 1 medium Vidalia onion, or if you like onion, you can put a little bit more in it by using a larger one. Okay, that's that. Okay, how we doing?
Getting it all incorporated here.
Yeah.
Stirring it in. Looking good.
Do you see what's happening here with the sauce? Now, it's going to be like this for a while, but as it sits, that macaroni will take on the sauce flavors, and it's going to make it taste really, really good. And that's what you're looking for. Now I'm going to use the Roma tomatoes. Now don't forget, on the Roma tomatoes, like I told you, you want to slice it up, but make sure you get that core. If I had my druthers, I would use fresh tomatoes out of the garden. Don't, like when you get a regular tomato out of a garden, you're going to have a lot of juice. Don't worry about that. Let that juice go in, because it's going to flavor it.
This salad is the major request that we get, that Patricia gets, when we are having a family get-together. So,
what I'm looking for is, see how everything is just so beautifully put together? And the sauce now, it seems like it's still maybe too much for you, but I'm going to tell you, as much as it sits, it's going to absorb more and more and more, like a little sponge. And see, when you bite into that macaroni, you're going to taste all of the ingredients that you put in there. So I was looking for that beautiful consistency. I think we are ready for a taste test.
All right. Did somebody say taste test?
Yes, I did. Now we're going to taste it before we plate it and put it in a beautiful bowl there to display. Honey, you want to get everybody a
Absolutely.
fork?
Gary?
I mean, look at that. Beautiful. And you're talking about picnics, and macaroni salad goes with everything. It'll be one of your favorites too.
I think it's perfect. It is awesome.
What do you think, Jerry? It needs a little bit more salt to me.
So again, I'm not a pepper person, but I think it needs more pepper.
Oh my word.
I know. I'm not a pepper person. I think the sugar in it is exactly right. It's
spot on.
just enough to where it's sweet, but it's not overpowering.
Okay.
The sauce in it is very creamy, but it balances really well with the crunchiness of the onions and the cucumbers and the tomatoes. And again, Mom, your choice in tomatoes, I think, is really key. Like the crushed tomatoes in the Brunswick stew, these Roma tomatoes in your macaroni salad is what really helps it pop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so too. So we're going to add a little bit more pepper and salt. Like I
Yeah.
said, you can add, but you can't take out. So just be careful before the hand gets to shaking too much.
The consistency is absolutely perfect. Hey Gary, why don't you come on over and try this? See what you think. Dad, what do you think? All right. So, Mom, you added the extra pepper and all?
Yes.
It does make a difference. It's real good.
I can't get over how creamy it is.
That's very good.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. And that's a wrap, and it looks like it's a job well done. Y'all think y'all can eat the rest of the bowl before anybody else comes?
I think it's the best one you've ever made.
You say that every time I make it.
Every time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be up to date on all of our upcoming videos.